north central and northeast rural Minnesota who have very, very low property wealth and a lot of high-end seasonal recreational property. You included that in the bill. You also were good enough to include in the bill a provision that my friend and colleague Representative Purcell has been working on ever since he came to the legislature, which was some additional sparsity transportation aid for a small number of districts. Now, Representative Loon, I've noticed, and I'm very disappointed, that both of these provisions, which really would have provided some balance and would have recognized the unique challenges that these poor rural districts are facing, these two provisions fell off the table here, and I'm wondering if you could comment on that.
The lady from Hennepin, Chair Loon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Representative Anzels, for the question. Well, yes, you know, I know that was an important provision to you, and we were pleased to include it in our House bill. And as you know from, again, your tenure here, when you get into conference committee, you know, we had to make some difficult decisions based upon priorities for both the House and the Senate, as well as establishing an overall priority of where we were going to focus our funds. And so again, that #1 priority was on the formula, and another one was on creating a strong mixed delivery early childhood preschool program, really a Minnesota program, which we did. Money for QComp, which has been a continual issue, money for facilities. So, and I don't know all of the schools, the specific districts that you represent, and I'm going to actually reference the district by district run information, which was passed out. Members, I just want to offer, these are preliminary, and our nonpartisan staff put these together, but these people have not slept for 2 days, and they've had to turn this around very quickly, so I can't, and they've asked us, you know, to test that, you know, usually we take a lot more time reviewing for any errors, but this will give you some sense of what your per pupil funding turned out to be. And I would imagine that some of those districts you mentioned are going to get some significant per pupil increases through some of those other programs that were included in the conference committee report.
Gentleman from Itasca, Representative Anzels.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.